Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
What is unique to the good man? To welcome with affection what is sent by fate, not to stain or disturb the spirit within him, instead to preserve it faithfully by calmly obeying God, saying nothing untrue, doing nothing unjust. Please keep watching for the Stoic philosophy and spirituality through the writings of the ancient Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius.
Benvenuti, noble viewers. Benvenuti means welcome in Italian. I'm Giorgia. The lively Italian people wish you sound health of body and spirit and heaven's blessings. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor of the 2nd century, also known as the last of the 5 good emperors, after Nerva, Trajan, Hadrian, and Antoninus Pius. During his 19 years of leadership, Aurelius gained a reputation as a philosopher king. Founding his beliefs on the teachings of Stoicism, the Roman emperor was also diligent in finding his own way of self-improvement. Stoicism is an ancient Hellenistic philosophy that teaches one to accept and surrender to what life brings, without seeking pleasure or having fear of pain, and to treat others in a fair and respectful manner. Marcus Aurelius wrote personal notes and ideas on Stoic philosophy and spirituality as a source of guidance for himself. These notes, originally written in medieval Greek, formed a collection entitled Meditations. This book has been revered by many other philosophers over the centuries, and is praised as a real testament to a government of duty and service. We will now continue with the timeless insights by Marcus Aurelius in Book 3 from his book entitled Meditations. The Stoic philosopher emphasizes on the preservation of the spirit as substantial, in order to live in accordance with our innate divinity. If nothing presents itself that's superior to the spirit that lives within, the one that has subordinated individual desires to itself, that discriminates among impressions, that has broken free of physical temptations, as Socrates used to say, and subordinated itself to the gods, and looks out for human beings' welfare. If you find that there's nothing more important or valuable than that, then don't make room for anything but it, for anything that might lead you astray, tempt you off the road, and leave you unable to devote yourself completely to achieving the goodness that is uniquely yours. It would be wrong for anything to stand between you and attaining goodness, as a rational being and a citizen. Anything at all, the applause of the crowd, high office, wealth, or self-indulgence, all of them might seem to be compatible with it for a while, but suddenly they control us and sweep us away. So make your choice straightforwardly, once and for all, and stick to it. Choose what's best. Best is what benefits me. As a rational being, then follow through, or just as an animal, then say so and stand your ground without making a show of it. Just make sure you've done your homework first. Never regard something as doing you good if it makes you betray a trust, or lose your sense of shame, or makes you show hatred, suspicion, ill will, or hypocrisy, or a desire for things best done behind closed doors. If you can privilege your own mind, your guiding spirit, your reverence for its powers, that should keep you clear of dramatics, of wailing and gnashing of teeth. You won't need solitude, or a cast of thousands either. Above all, you'll be free of fear and desire. And how long your body will contain the soul that inhabits it will cause you not a moment's worry. If it's time for you to go, leave willingly, as you would to accomplish anything that can be done with grace and honor. And concentrate on this, your whole life long, for your mind to be in the right state, the state a rational, civic mind should be in. The mind of one set straight and purified, no pus, no dirt, no scabs. And not a life cut short by death, like an actor who stops before the play is done, the plot wound up. Neither servility nor arrogance, neither cringing nor disdain, neither excuses nor evasions. Your ability to control your thoughts, treat it with respect. It's all that protects your mind from false perceptions, false to your nature, and that of all rational beings. It's what makes thoughtfulness possible, and affection for other people, and submission to the divine. Forget everything else. Keep hold of this alone and remember it. Each of us lives only now this brief instant. The rest has been lived already or is impossible to see. The span we live is small, small as the corner of the earth in which we live it, small as even the greatest renown, passed from mouth to mouth by short-lived stick figures, ignorant alike of themselves and those long dead. To the standbys above, add this one, always to define whatever it is we perceive, to trace its outline, so we can see what it really is, its substance, stripped bare as a whole, unmodified, and to call it by its name, the thing itself and its components, to which it will eventually return. Nothing is so conducive to spiritual growth as this capacity for logical and accurate analysis of everything that happens to us. To look at it in such a way that we understand what need it fulfills, and in what kind of world, and its value to that world as a whole and to man in particular, as a citizen of that higher city of which all other cities are mere households. What is it, this thing that now forces itself on my notice? What is it made of? How long was it designed to last? And what qualities do I need to bring to bear on it? Tranquility, courage, honesty, trustworthiness, straightforwardness, independence, or what? So in each case, you need to say, this is due to God, or this is due to the interweavings and interwinings of fate, to coincidence or chance, or this is due to a human being, someone of the same race, the same birth, the same society, but who doesn't know what nature requires of him? But I do. And so I'll treat them as the law that binds us, the law of nature requires, with kindness and with justice, and in inconsequential things, I'll do my best to treat them as they deserve. If you do the job in a principled way, with diligence, energy, and patience, if you keep yourself free of distractions and keep the spirit inside you undamaged, as if you might have to give it back at any moment, if you can embrace this without fear or expectation, can find fulfillment in what you're doing now, as nature intended, and in superhuman truthfulness, every word, every utterance, then your life will be happy. No one can prevent that. Doctors keep their scalpels and other instruments handy for emergencies. Keep your philosophy ready too, ready to understand heaven and earth. In everything you do, even the smallest thing, remember the chain that links them. Nothing earthly succeeds by ignoring heaven, nothing heavenly by ignoring the earth. Stop drifting. You're not going to reread your brief comments, your deeds of the ancient Greeks and Romans, the commonplace books you saved for your old age. Sprint for the finish. Write off your hopes, and if your well-being matters to you, be your own savior while you can. They don't realize how much is included in stealing, sowing, buying, resting, seeing to business, not with the eyes, but another kind of sight. Body, soul, mind. Sensations, the body. Desires, the soul. Reasoning, the mind. To experience sensations, even grazing beasts, animals do that. To let your desires control you, even wild animals do that. And rutting humans and tyrants. To make your mind your guide to what seems best, even people who deny the gods do that. Even people who betray their country. Even people who do things behind closed doors. If all the rest is common coin, then what is unique to the good man? To welcome with affection what is sent by fate, not to stain or disturb the spirit within him with a mess of false beliefs. Instead, to preserve it faithfully by calmly obeying God, saying nothing untrue, doing nothing unjust. And if the others don't acknowledge it, this life lived with simplicity, humility, cheerfulness, he doesn't resent them for it, and isn't deterred from following the road where it leads, to the end of life, an end to be approached in purity, in serenity, in acceptance, in peaceful unity with what must be. Peaceful viewers, we thank you for your kind presence for today's program entitled From Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, Book 3, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Coming up next is Ephesus, A Glimpse into Millennia Past. Right after noteworthy news, please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more uplifting programming. May your days be filled with pure love and heavenly joy in God's splendor.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
저희 방송은 다양한 언어를 제공합니다. 다음을 참고하세요. suprememastertv.com/schedule 그리고 suprememastertv.com/WOW